Shalom, it's your brother Rocket, and all praise to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachach Wadash for giving me the spirit to do this lesson. Shalom to the elect of Israel, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, whom the Lord will have mercy on in these latter days. Shalom to the men of the Lord, the prophets that are preaching and teaching on the highways and byways in sincerity and in truth. Shalom, Shalom, and I'm coming back here with another quick update. Uh, this is a quick article just to show the true destructive nature of the who are known as in the Bible as the Edomites, who are now calling themselves white people today. Um, Now this guy here, it says Cecil the Lion's killer is back, slaughtering endangered rams in Mongolia. Now, the first thing I want to say is it's not inherently wicked um, to hunt animals, but you know, when you read the law and the spirit of the scriptures, ultimately it deals with balance. Even the Most High has promised not to destroy the entire earth again, despite of all the wickedness that was going on. Because that's balance. And uh, although it's not inherently wicked to hunt, Esau has no filter, man. He has zero balance, and ultimately the thing that's in his heart, it's death. That's what he kills animals like these, which is this ram here, which is one of the largest rams in the world. He kills these things because of that sense of pride that he gets in his spirit from taking a life. The pride that's in it when we sacrifice animals, that's unto the Most High. And that's penance, man. That's a payback for sin. It's not something that you glorify in, or that you take pride in. Taking a life of any kind really is not the ways of the Most High. It's not the spirit of what's in the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. You know, but this guy is obsessed with it. It's the whole industry of hunting. And not for food, which is really the real reason you should be killing animals, is either to make penance for a sin, to get the blood off our hands, and and also for food. So ultimately Esau doesn't do it for either one. And this demon right here, he's killing the lion. Now you can't eat a lion; it's unlawful to eat a lion. But this guy killed a lion, you know, which there's not that many lions, so you shouldn't be running around with crossbows, you know, out there killing lions, man. You know, and King David fought lions to protect sheep, and he didn't do it with a damn crossbow, you know. That just shows you the difference in caliber, King David was a very good example of what a man, a leader, a ruler should be, and this right here is the basis of men, you know, and 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 what is the basis of men are able to do in this kingdom? This guy is got to be rich. Look, it says dentist Walter Palmer, who's 60 years old, forked over almost $100,000 just to kill, for the pleasure of killing, an endangered outside argali, which is a type of ram or sheep. And these things are huge, man. They're one of the more how should I say it, un untouched animal species. They're not domesticated. They're wild, And this man sees that they're endangered, and the fact that they're endangered is what draws them. Is what draws this demonic energy, towards these. Ultimately these creatures that aren't doing anything, man. They're just eating grass. They have natural predators out there in the field, but and if the Lord set up the kingdom, you know, or set up the earth to be that way, you know, and ultimately that's what this guy is coming to do. He wants to offset the balance of the earth, where he's killing animals or polluting the ocean, or just spraying the sky with poison. or he'll just genetically modify the food and start destroying, you know, bees and insects, knowing that his impact is having a negative impact on the ecology, and you wonder why the earth is all out of whack. You know, it's all out of whack. The kingdom, the animal kingdom, as Esau calls it, is set up to manage itself, man, to clean the earth, to replenish the earth, to be fruitful on its own, to have its own diversity, after its own kind. You know, it says the enormous sheep are considered a national treasure, and with only 19,000 left in the world are on the endangered species list, and that's exactly why this demon went out there to go hunt it. Let's get Revelation 11 and 18. It says, "And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead, that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give us reward unto thy servants the prophets, and to the saints, and them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroyed the earth." And that's who this guy is, man. You know, and you did have a bunch of Edomites get upset about him killing the lion, a few years ago, and they tried to snap a picture of this guy again, who's back at it again, just killing animals for trophies, and this could have been the very last ram on the planet Earth, and this demon still would have went out there and paid $100,000 to go out there and kill it, man. Not because he's hungry, So this devil's got to go, man. You know, and I'll say it again. Although in hunting, clean animals is not wicked. It's not a sin. There's a balance to things. There's a balance. Even the Most High said, "Restore the beast." If you take one from your neighbor, restore it. You kill a beast, restore that beast. But he's not thinking of this. Because ultimately, the spirit that's in him, is set up against him. The earth is set up against him. The earth hates this man. They hate the kingdom and the rulership that's in power, because the animals, the trees, they all have a particular spirit about them, because if we could receive it ultimately, our spirits under Yahweh Shai are the ones who created all these things that you see, you know, and Adam named many of the beasts, So naturally, if you're upright and you're an Israelite, you're gonna have more of a care about the state of the earth, the animals, you know, and how that balance flows. But not this guy, And if you don't believe me, let me show you this. Look at what else he's doing. It says the EPA, which I believe is the Environmental Protection Agency. Now, that's ironic because they're supposed to protect the environment, you know. But it says they approved genetically modified mosquito trial for Florida Keys. A plan to test genetically modified mosquitoes in the Florida Keys has received approval from the federal government. The plan is to release a special version of Aedes aegypti mosquitoes, with a gene that prevents female offspring from surviving. So ultimately, man, this is gonna kill. Say they're trying to reduce uh, an entire species of animals just so they can live comfortably, man. When all you have to do is keep everything in harmony. Stop fishing all of the shrimp out of the ocean. You know, stop eating these unclean animals. Let everything do its course, and these things, you'll have peace on the earth, man. We all know mosquitoes are annoying, but there are things that you can do following the law that allows you to live, a comfortable life, you know. But see, Esau regards himself as a god. He thinks he can just fix everything. He found out about DNA now, And then it's just you can just tell his eyes got big. Then now I can change animals and what they look like and what they can do, and look at what he's doing, man. Genetic research is largely just wickedness, man. You know, although it's giving some insight as a study, ultimately you can see what he's doing. He's creating all kind of diverse seeds in animals. You know, almost none of the vegetables and fruits you get here are original, man. They like even the apple I found out recently. Uh, the apple here is the original one is in Kazakhstan, man, in Central Asia. That's the oldest original apple, and almost every other apple that's sold across the U.S. and in major countries have been modified to some degree. The Granny Smith apple, that was Esau way back even in the 1800s was splitting seeds. The green apples that you got, they're perfectly round, and he likes a particular sweetness or a sourness to them. It's all defiled, man. And apple is supposed to be one of the healthiest things you can get, and that right there is going against the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. You know, and that's why this devil's got to go, because it's death on all sides. You know, and this is Isaiah 14:8. I start at 6. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, that's Esau Edom. He that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted, and none hindereth. The whole earth is at rest. Now this is talking about the kingdom, you know. Once this kingdom is brought down, it says the whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing. So the trees, the animals, the earth itself is gonna have a joyous spirit, so it's gonna yield more fruit, man. And that there's fruits that you never even heard of, even right now in Central South America, all the tropical areas of Costa Rica, of the Amazon, Peru. And I watched a documentary called Down to Earth, or a show on Netflix, and it shows you just how much diversity that you have in just the fruits, man. It's unbelievable. But you wouldn't know it. Most Americans can only name about 5 or 10 fruits, off the top of their head, and there's thousands of them, with all kind of nutritional benefits for us. And now you see why the Lord said it is good when He created everything in Genesis, you know. And Lord willing, I can go into that more in depth on another day. Um, Verse 8, it says, Yea, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, Since thou art laid down, no feller has come up against us. So, man, even the trees are going to be happy, you know. And because, you look in the Amazon rainforest and South America, it's all capitalism. The palm seed oil, that whole industry, they don't give a damn about knocking down those trees and all the animals down there. Because he doesn't know how to live peaceably among men like the Lord uh, told us to do, if it be at all possible. He doesn't know how to live peaceably among the earth, among the animals, because he doesn't regard the law, you know. Ultimately, and that's why the Lord needs to come back, man, and restore us. I, for one, can't wait for this place to turn back into a paradise as it was created to be before the rule of this man. So, I just wanted to get that, share that with y'all, Akim. Hopefully, y'all were edified, you know. Call halal Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachak Wadash, Wa Abad Abal.